Welcome to Real Estate Grad School. We coach experienced real estate agents to create and build the habits and systems that rapidly increase your income, build your team, and allow you a much greater peace of mind. I'm Rich Levin. I've been coaching experienced real estate agents for over 20 years to exceptional success. Come and learn. If you are a real estate agent who feels like you'd really like to call people, or you are calling people but not getting good results, probably not that happening, because if you're calling people not getting results, you're probably going to stop calling. But if you feel like you'd really like to call people, you could do it if you knew the right thing to say. Creating those comfortable scripts is a strength that I've provided to countless agents who have made a lot of sales with those scripts in that language. And on this video, I'm demonstrating a few examples. When I owned my real estate companies, agents would pop their head in my office all the time and say, "Hey, Rich, I'm going out on this situation. What should I say? This person," and just people would pop in all the time, and I'd give them language. And I don't know, call it a God-given talent. I don't know why and how I come up with language that people seem to, I don't mean to be immodest, but agents have told me they use the language I give them and it works. So not only language, but approach, attitude, etc. So I'm going to be doing this for a couple of days, I think. I know another set of scripts I want to do tomorrow, but today I want to give you some good examples, some good, let's go. Here we go. All right. So this is a sphere of influence script. Past clients, sphere of influence script. So you use a person's name. George. Hi, it's Rich. Of course, this is now somebody you know, somebody you've done business with, somebody who knows you. Howard, Sylvia, and the family. And if they want to talk, please let them. It's more important to listen than to talk. So how are you and Sylvia and the family? If you know more about the family, how's your son in this, or your daughter in that, or your whatever. Ask a sincere question. I have some news to share. You may know that I closed whatever kind of business last year. And I've been working hard to sell real estate ever since. So if you would keep me in mind, and just remember, I hope you feel this way, people can depend on the same work ethic and integrity that I had in the construction business. And I kept up the construction for a little while, and I've dropped it completely. I can see I'm going to do well with this. Good things are happening. So that's all. I just want to let you know. So are you guys, you're all doing well? Now, I'm not going to stop there. That sounds like I'm finishing, but I'm going to continue. So I'm just bringing it back to him or her. Say, oh, and George, if you have any questions about interest rates, what homes sold for on Model Lane, or anything at all real estate, just call. You know, I'm looking for every opportunity to show people that they're going to have the best possible experience of working with me, so that people know that the same kind of work they've known of me doing before, that I'm bringing to this business. Or, oh, now this is not, you probably wouldn't do this also, but you would do this and. I did this a lot, and I had a lot of people receiving what I'm about to talk about here, and people really appreciated it, and I think it brought a lot of business. Oh, and George, one thing I'm doing for a bunch of people, and I actually do this for myself as well, is that I automatically send myself the property information on everything that comes on the market in my neighborhood. Now, I know I can go search for it. It's really easy, though. This just gets sent to my inbox, and you know, any house that comes up for sale or sells in my neighborhood, then I can get right over and see it if it's still for sale. I'm really watching what's going on. It just sort of keeps me aware of, you know, my own property values and what's going on. And I was thinking, I do that for my business, but you probably, a lot of people appreciate it. You might appreciate it yourself. So if you'd like, it's just an email that keeps you aware of what's going on. And no other spammy email. I'm not putting you on a list. This is really just the same thing I do for a buyer who's looking for houses. Just house activity. Would you like me to send those things to you, make that happen? So that's one piece of script. Again, I wouldn't do both. That questions about, you know, do you have any questions? And this, you could, but roll with it. The point is, the people you know are responsible for most of your business. They're the people that are going to do business with you, and for nearly every agent are going to be responsible for most agents' business most of the time. So it only makes sense to reach out to those people. I had a phone call with an agent yesterday, a coaching client, and he said, Rich, I know you keep telling people to do that, but I'm just not comfortable doing it. So we went to his sales for the last year. This year so far, thank goodness, he's made 23 sales, and 21 of the 23 were from people who know him and people that he knew. So I did this exercise that I often do, which is I went down with them and asked them before they called you for business, how long before that had you run into them or seen them? I don't know, like 15 of the 20 or so, 15 or 20, whatever it was, he'd run into or seen lately. I said, how many people you know, there's dozens, hundreds that you know, that you haven't run into would do business with you or give you business? And he said what everybody says, which is, they're going to do business. I don't lose business with my friends. They don't do business with other people. I said, but you lose their referrals. I said, they don't even know that they're losing your business, and you don't even know you're losing it. Because when you communicate with them effectively, by phone, by email, by social media, by direct mail, when you're on their mind, then when that guy at work talks about having trouble selling his house, when that guy at work gets transferred, when that brother or sister or friend or neighbor is got somebody coming to town, you're going to get a lot more of those referrals. And I know I've turned a lot of people's business up, like raised the level because of that kind of communication. So here's another script, okay? Let's call this the property needs script. So you go, hi, is this Mr. Jones or Ms. Jones? This is Rich Levin. I'm in real estate with Best Realty. And there's a buyer moving from the city, and he works at whatever business he works at, and they know people in Toco Hills. Obviously, these people I'm calling are in Toco Hills. So they asked me if I'd find them a house specifically in Toco Hills, and if I know specifically on streets they're looking at or where they have friends living, I might mention that. I never like to make these kind of cold calls, but I prefer to be proactive with people who want me to find them a house. So rather than sitting and waiting for houses to come on the market, I just get proactive and really hunt for houses for people. I hope you don't mind. So thanks for taking a moment. By any chance, are you aware of anyone in the area that might be thinking of making a move? And then again, I say, sorry to interrupt, and thanks again. Now, I don't mind apologizing. I don't think it's a negative thing to be apologetic like that. And the tone of voice I'm using is just the one I'm using with you. I try to be as authentic as possible. That's why these scripts work. They're just really as sincere, authentic as possible, and authenticity works. Okay, now, if the people you're calling are attentive and open, so they're nice, you might add, while you have me, do you have any questions about property values or interest rates, anything real estate? I work hard to stay up to date. Anything you'd like to know? And you can use this again. Some people appreciate this. I do it for all my friends and all my past clients I've sold houses to. You can automatically receive a property information when any house in Toco Hills goes up for sale or sells, or any area really, but it's just an email. It keeps you aware what's going on. No other spammy emails, nothing else, just the same kind of email I send to people looking for a house. So you just are aware of what activity is going on in your neighborhood. Would you like me to send that to you? Okay, give you one more. I'll call this a more distant relationship script. Somebody you don't know that well. So you go, hi, this is Rich Levin. Oh, hi, George. I don't know if you remember me. We met at wherever we met or whatever you have in common. Do you have a moment? You may know that I sell real estate for Best Realty. So I'm just literally calling everyone in my database just to offer to provide information about houses or selling, or what houses they're selling for, interest rates, opinions on what's going on in the market. I'm not afraid to have an opinion in real estate since I seem to know it. Things like that. I know I called out of the blue, but if anything comes to mind, just ask now or any time. Is there anything you're just curious about? And then great, that's all. It's healthy for my business, and it's just healthy to be in touch with good people. So thanks for taking a moment. Be well. Again, these are not going to be highly, you're not going to get a lot of business directly from these. Calling for sale bonus, calling them expires. Doing some other things will get more direct business. But this gets a steady flow of business, and it gets you in a very good habit. And all of my clients not many people do these things. Those that do absolutely get a steady stream of business, and they feel like it keeps them in the loop. They feel it keeps them sharp. So I want to make an offer to you, and the offer is this. If you have a specific type of person that you want to call, I will create that script for you. And I'm not going to do this forever, but let me know. If you're a coaching client with us, group or individual, and if you're not, call me. We may talk anyway because I like the relationships, just like doing this. So my offer to you is, if you have a specific type of person that you want to call, I'll create that script for you, or even with you. It's better if we do it together so that we can feedback to each other, make it really comfortable for you. Here's an example. An agent said to me, an agent in Lakewood asked me, I know a lot of people in Brooklyn, and a lot of those people are moving out here to Lakewood and Toms River and the communities out here. What do I say specifically to them? And so I created that script for that agent. I'm creating it. Here's another one. I'm very active at, Rotary Club, church, volunteering, whatever it is. And I've got a really good relationship with a lot of the people. I don't know how to bring up real estate to them, and I don't feel as comfortable when we're, doing the business of whatever the organization is. And many of them know me. What can I say to them that would be comfortable? If I call them, what can I say to them that would be comfortable? And that's exactly the kind of script, kind of approach that I'd love to put together with you and for you. Unless you tell me not to, if we do that, and as others do it, I will share it with you on these first 15s. So that you can just continue to have good language. And, we're a business built around language. If you have great language, you're going to make a lot more sales. If you have casual language or unintentional language, it's going to cost you sales. Both cost you sales and also cost you opportunities, many of which you may not even realize that if you had better language, they would turn into things that would put more commissions in your pocket. Just click on the link below. I'd look forward to speaking with you.